looks like I was muted. I don't know at what point my mic decided to mute itself, so I'm just going to quickly repeat what I said before. We're doing another episode of QT, episode 2. Um, and on this episode, we are. Oh, that's why. I don't know what the hell just happened there. That was some weird stuff right there. What? Okay. Um, we're doing another episode of QC, episode 2. I haven't been around because of IRL stuff. Um, in today's episode, we're just going to be looking at different posts under the Star Citizen RSI page, under the general section of the forums on that page, and just going over different posts, just seeing if there's anything out there that we may want to discuss, talk about, um, seeing what people are experiencing, such as this guy, how he's giving us a 317. But this is just really extensive writing here. I don't know if we want to read this entire thing, so just start skimming through it here and seeing if there's anything that I may want to talk about, or something that may pique my interest about his experience with 317. Um, but yeah, that's a pretty good summary. Starting back over if, of what we're looking to do here today, or tonight, or this morning, whatever time zone you're in. Um, So this is interesting right here. Obligatory desync. I do not have any direct metric to measure this directly. It certainly feels the worst. Speaking towards desync, certainly feels the worst, likely due to the TTK being so low. Lots of taking cover, only to die about a half second later. This is because on-person shootings at you screen, you are still out of cover. Them landing a half second's worth of more shots is now often enough to kill you. Whereas 316, it wasn't. I do, however, understand that the Dales know about desync being bad and are doing their best to fix it. Considering that he's saying that about considering that he's saying that about 317, though, I mean, there were supposed to be fixes in 317 that's supposed to address that. Hopefully, right? So he's basically saying that that's still an issue. Um, So when he says that they're doing their best to fix it, well, yeah, they're aware of the issue and they're testing like different things to try to get that down pat. But he's essentially saying it's still an issue though. The attention to FPS combat in 317 was well needed and appreciated, although for reasons uh, stated above, I would not say these changes are fully positive, with changes continuing in a rather alarming direction. An opinion that was expressed to me that I would like to echo is that this rework seems very much like a shot in the dark, rather than incremental adjustments based on feedback given from the community. Although it is now off the roadmap, FPS radar is certainly something to take into account for when thinking about balancing changes. But as only CIG know the inner workings of that, I have not done this. I haven't tried OPS combat, so I can't really speak to it in 317. Until recently, I haven't even been able to leave the hangar. So I was just today able to leave the hangar, and I think I flew to one truck stop, and then I flew back to Everett Harbor, and I was just like, yeah, I don't really feel like getting into a whole bunch today, so I'll probably get back to it another day. 317 PTU still needs a lot of fixes. Many can't play because server connection issues or bugs. Yeah, it's still ongoing right now. So today is literally the first day I can leave. Since it's been out to Wave 1 PTU at least. I think it's probably been 3 patches since it's been out to Wave 1 PTU, something like that, 3 or 4. I've only played 2 of those. The more recent ones, I think it's Patch N and Patch O. All right, so that's that post. Let's check Griefers at the river. Okay, just got off a gameplay session on the PTU and was killed at the river. I was out on foot exploring when I heard gunshots. Sprinted back to my ship to see it blow up, and the other person that was there with me started getting attacked. I got killed because I tried to take down the offending ship with my custodian, but because why the F not? But the other player I was with started raging in chat, calling the other player trash, claiming he was griefing. Okay, first of all, let's not grief him. If you get killed at the river, you have not been exactly. It is out of armistice, and any PvP gameplay there counts as legitimate gameplay, whether you like it or not. Either get involved, enjoy seeing the awe of watching ships fly above you with the bullets flying everywhere, or assume the fetal position. The choice is yours. Either way, it's not griefing. Okay, yeah, that's agreed. I don't. I guess he just wanted to share the story. When he said that he was there with somebody, I was thinking that he was there with his friend. So that kind of threw me off. Um, I'm not entirely sure where he was going with that. Yeah, there was a bug they fixed with the big hangers. I really want to see some form of FPS radar, heat sig compass, or at least a directional compass. I don't know if you see my post, dude. Wait, did I post something about that? Yo, sub, appreciate that follow, man. Did I post something about that? I could have sworn I posted something. Wait, did I post that? No, no, no. Wait, yeah, I did. I posted it here on the questions. Where is it? There's so many people responding to these posts. I doubt I'll be able to find the one. Oh, I spoke too soon. This is what I posted earlier today, actually. It was in the looking for questions for the Star Citizen Live, the active feature team. The question I posted was, at some point, will you guys establish an FPS compass so it's easier to point out coordinates, directions via POV? Like, for instance, like, I don't know if some of you guys have ever played PUBG. Um, maybe have, but it's essentially what they have in ships. They have like a little compass uh, in ships. So like when you're swaying from left to right or anything like that, it's like a compass that you can see in some. I don't know if it's in all ships. I know it's in some ships though. Um, but like even in other games, even in other FPS games, like it's like a little compass where it has north, south, east, and west. It's a bar that kind of moves along. I forget the exact. It has a name, but I forget the name of that type of compass. But they can pretty much do however in reference to the format, they can pretty much do whatever format they want to do. But it's just like when you're on a planet and you're like out in some remote area, how do you obviously, how do you know which way is north, south, east, and west? It's like, bro, how do I get back to the city? you know, um, when you're leaving like one of the outposts, you can say, okay, I left the outpost heading north. I went to this outpost and I headed north, bearing 25 or 25.50, something like that. So then if somebody's trying to follow you, somebody's trying to find something, whatever the case may be, um, they can use those coordinates, that direction to sort of, find exactly where you are. Now you can say, oh, you could just be in a party with them or something like that, but um, there are certain situations where maybe you're not going to be in a party, um, and you're just trying to guide somebody to something, So it's I think it's definitely a benefit to have a way to point directions to somewhere, so you can be able to like coordinate, even when you're like in an op. If you're in an operation and you're communicating to your team and you're like, oh, I see a bogey at 12 o'clock, they're gonna be like, wait, my 12, you're 12. It's like, wait, I'm probably one of the fighters in the sky in a jet. You're one of the ground soldiers, and you're trying to point out something that you want me. Hey, there's somebody right below you. Can you take care of that for me? Or if there's somebody approaching your six, or oh, wait, my six or your six? It helps to have some type of compass or direction. So that's why I posted that. It's funny that you mentioned that. Sub. Wait, there's Chaos Gabriel. He's a streamer too. That Twitch name. Hey, well, I appreciate it, Sub. Thanks for the follow, man. I definitely have to check you out. All right, but yeah, I posted that. I posted that too. So it's funny that you should mention it. All right, so we looked at grief. Wait, you said. You said earlier, let's see the video. What video are you talking about? Oh, this. I hate clicking on people's links. Hold on. Just to give credit where credit's due, guys. This Doc Soar is his YouTube. If you guys want to go check him out, it's not my content. It's not my content. This video's 8 minutes long, so let's skim through here. Right now he's just walking around, right, checking out the river. Said there were fireworks. That escalated quickly. He said there was fireworks. I don't know who they were, but they didn't ask any questions. They just immediately started shooting. They saw a ship and was like, goodbye. If I ever see this guy in if I ever see this guy in any game, I'm gonna be like, hey man, we checked out your video, man. That was a bummer. What happened to your ship at the river? Yeah, that video. I meant Chaos Gravier, who was replying to your Spectrum post, is a streamer. I don't recall the name, but cool. The stream is buffering for me. It's possible, dude. I, which is kind of weird though, but my PC's been acting really weird lately. So if it is buffering, I don't think it's my internet. More than 75% sure it's my PC. Something's going on with my PC. It's getting to the point where I'm just gonna have to do a factory reset, start from zero type of reset on it. See, and this is another thing I want to point out. Just now that we're watching this, I think we've seen what we wanted to see. We'll skim through here a little bit more, but this is something I want to point out. He's on the ground, right? If you look in chat, um, look what Doctor says. I think his name is Clue XD. I think the XD is like a face. He's trying one of those emotes or faces or whatever. Uh, that's a problem to me. Like that's something that should be taken into account when it comes to FPS. And maybe that FPS radar is going to resolve that issue. So you'll be able to like pick up like who is flying the ship, like their ID tag or whatever the case may be, their signal um, transmitter, however you want to say it. You can pick that information up via your FPS radar. But like looking at the ship, I mean, like it's kind of more realistic, right? If you're on the ground and there's a ship flying over, you're not gonna see like who's flying it. But I mean, how, how real do we want this? You know what I'm saying? How real do we want this? Like if somebody does exactly what happened to them when they just come in shooting, do you not want to know who did it? You know what I mean? So it's like, how real do we want it? Do you want to be able to like FPS radar? Hey, I got my helmet on. I have a visor, technology in my visor that shows me who it is. As now I can understand that if you got your helmet off, then you just won't know who it was. But if I got my helmet on, I mean, do you want to be able to see who it is, or is that too futuristic? Is that I don't know. It's just weird not being able to know who's attacking you. I feel like, but I mean, so the question is, how realistic do we want it? Always good to do a Windows reinstall, etc. Ever so often, dude. I wouldn't be mad. I got shot. I would think it was awesome because them coming in shooting is an experience. Yeah, I mean, it definitely adds gameplay to your experience for sure. You I think that's. I'm just looking to see if there's any more. Oh, hold on. He did mention that. He did mention that. He said something about how many hits he could take. But he has to keep in mind this is a ship shooting at him. This is not another FPS weapon. This is a cannon on a ship shooting at you. Briefing is if they killed you over and over. Yeah. Is that griefing? My thought process of griefing was sort of like power gaming, uh, where you're abusing the system to try to win at something, like specifically combat or kill somebody or something like that. But I mean, like, I don't know if maybe there's only one definition, and I just don't know the definition. Like, like griefing is. I've never heard that term until Star Citizens. Like, isn't that a term I really came across in any other game I played? But then again, I wasn't really paying attention to like other gaming communities either. So, Public Test Universe 101. McFly. Well, I actually read this one earlier. Yeah, I read this one earlier. This is he pretty much says the same thing I said in my post earlier. So, uh, um, if you want to go check that out, my post is right here. I don't even have to show you my post, but I got a post right here. So if you want to know what that post says, just go read it, or just go read my post. He pretty much just said the same thing I said. I'm guessing maybe he didn't see like other posts that were mentioning the same thing he was mentioning, but or maybe he just wanted to start his own thread. Why you destroy ballistic weapons? I love miniguns. But after max 90 seconds, the ammo is empty. Is this a joke? It's a bad game design. Game designer, maybe think of a A10 gun, but this is not the reality. In this game, you need many shoots to kill some ships. In real life, you need 1 second burst and the tank is gone. We need much more ammo, even 10 times more is not enough. We need ammo for minimum 30 minutes missions or more. In the future, the ships get much more HP, realistic armor, etc. Now we can't end a simple short mission with ballistic weapons. Many players, and me, only use energy weapons because of this bad design decision. I think they may have spoke about that. Um, Griffin is if they killed you over and over. I don't see Griffin as one kill. That's more bug exploiting, I think. Griffin is doing something over and over, specifically make the game not enjoyable for someone. There's in-game game for the grief apart from upsetting someone. I think the idea is possibly different, but it's still along the same lines of, I guess you would say targeting. Targeting is it, it can still cover what I said. I think it's like on the outskirts, but I definitely agree with your definition. I mean, no arguments here. No arguments here. I kind of feel with this guy Turkin. I kind of feel like where he's coming from. Um, I do know. I can't remember which ship it was I was flying. I mean, it's been so long since I've done combat. Because I don't do combat. Anybody who's watched me before, they know that I used to do bounty hunting. Like that was my thing when I first started Star Citizen. I haven't done that and been in combat really because I don't have my joysticks anymore. I don't have my joystick and throttles, nor do I have dual sticks or anything like that right now. So I don't do combat because I hate keyboard and mouse. I don't want to fight in combat while I'm having to use the keyboard and mouse. Um, so yeah, I haven't done it at all. The last time I did check it out though, I do. It seemed I can't remember what ship I was in, but I do seem to recall shooting at somebody and then running out of ammo, and I'm thinking, okay, why isn't it reloading? And they're like, oh, you're out of bullets, and I'm like, wait, but I probably like uh, emptied one clip or shot him a couple of times. So I'm already out. It does seem like it's a low ammo count. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's just what you want. If you're going for if you're going for realistic, what's the ammo count in realistic shit? F10 or something like that. What's the ammo count there? I can't speak to. I see what he's saying there. Did I skip this? Skittle Rock returns. An unusual formation I found created in 313 by the new Planet Tech became a popular place and even made it in Star Citizen lore. The new iteration on Planet Tech came with 314, and Skittle Rock disappeared. Some talk surfaced here and there regarding its return, including making it in Star Citizen Live. Most of its return came true with 317 PTU, and it's back in a new realistic fashion. I hope this keeps its place in SE, as it's such a great example of exploration, Planet Tech, and the hard work that goes into Thanks devs coming in 317. What is Skittle Rock? Pad 1, Pad 2. Just a natural rock formation that you can land on? I see what he's saying. Okay. Yeah, I suppose that would be classified as unique, yeah. You can only land that type of ship on there, though. Interesting that he would find that, though. Some real exploration going on there. It's like it's a tag team effort then. Skittle Rock returns? Skittle. I'm guessing because he said he's the founder of it. Interesting. That would be dope. Have your name in the game. Being a supporter and you get your name in the game, you would literally be looking to build a base at Skittle Rock. Like, bro, this area was like it's like named after me. I have a whole like landmark after me, dude. I'm building my base here. What are you saying? The dark side of the verse. Sebastian Rush. Satanic cults, necromancers, organ traffickers, strange creatures, and zombies beware. What? Okay. First of all, this picture is actually true. They wanted them like make it, I guess, disturbing or scary or whatever the case may be. But definitely reaches the disturbing part in this picture, and I'm not going to go into detail, but it's disturbing. Something is disturbing about this picture. But yeah, I don't know. You guys have to explain that one to me. You guys explain that one to me. The Braid Sultan. Drugs are bad, okay? Be me. Randomly buy some Intam in a mission location, hoping to make a little trade money. Nowhere buys. No one buys the stuff. Search internet, find location. Wait, drugs are bad, okay? Be me. Randomly buy some Intam in a mission location, hoping to make a little money, trade money. Know where buys the stuff, search internet, find locations that buy in time. None of these locations actually buy in time. Fly around from internet place to internet place trying to ditch this cargo. No one buys. One of you running low, fly to L3 location, nothing there. Now, so destruct hey fun. I done that once actually. I don't know what he's talking about. If there's a PTU to avoid it, maybe this is. I mean, well, yeah, it's not for the faint of heart for sure. But I've actually done that. It was in a live build. I went to buy. I don't think it was like what do they call it? Drugs, essentially. Vices. I don't think it was a vice that I had got, but I got some material in cargo, and I was just testing out like different prices where I can buy stuff and sell certain stuff and whatnot. But I bought something, and no matter where I went, they just didn't buy it. Now I'm sure perhaps maybe somewhere because I didn't go everywhere in Stanton, but maybe somewhere in Stanton they purchased it. But I bought something, and I went. I want to say I went to like three places, and none of those places purchased it. I'm starting to think maybe it was a vice because I seem to remember, for whatever reason, being like really on edge with it. Like I need to offload this real fast, I need to get rid of this, and I just can't find a place to pry it. So maybe it was a vice. But I would do that same thing. What's wrong with being the good guys? Admiral Rogan. So I spent most of yesterday helping out other players, stranded people on planets, medical rescues, etc. Someone thanked me in chat, and and another player made fun of me, saying it was a waste of time being a white knight and helping people. Decided to look the part. I've made a ton of new friends solely by helping strangers. So I thought it might be a fun discussion here. What's the nicest thing you have done in game to help someone? What's the most helpful thing anyone has ever done to you? Hmm, I can't think of one specific thing. Like, I mean, just besides like just play the game with someone, you know, chill, talk it out. Not many places buy drugs. Yeah, yeah. That became apparent real fast. Yep. That became apparent real fast. It was something that I wish I knew beforehand. Because I think I didn't have that much money, and I was trying to make a lot of money. That's why I did it. I was like, okay, I really need to flip this money, try to get the most money I can. So if I run drugs, I should be able to make more money because it's legal, wasting my money and be like, okay, I'm even worse off. Like, I can't think of the nicest thing I've done in game, or any one particular thing or anything like that. I mean, besides just like playing with someone and chilling and being cool and whatnot. Interesting post though. Mm, Let's see here. Recoil. What did you do? Shake my head. You made FPS way too easy now. It's just point and shoot, no skill at all in the PTU for FPS clips of live versus PTU. I'm not clicking on that because I don't like Dropbox, and I'm not clicking on some random link. If it was a YouTube, I probably would click on it, but I don't like Dropbox still. I only go with like the popular places and whatnot. Whenever I'm going around clicking on links and whatnot, malware and viruses are a real thing. Okay, I don't know what he means by it's easier now. I mean, they definitely adjusted it. I haven't tried it, so I mean, I'll be curious to know what he means. So, kind of really want to check it out, but waiting for one feature. When can I fly my ship to a random planet and mow down An innocent caravan of refugees traded military convoys, yada yada. Blast metal music from my ship as I load up the courses and loot, and then head to the next near shady dealer. This comment though, what the hell? What the hell? Uh, I'm gonna leave that alone though. I don't know where he's. Yeah. Junk hauling and trading from Hyperion Grass. So I've tried hauling goods while drinking beer today. I recall I've tried it before, but not sure how long ago, and all my memories of experience dissolved. So I've tried hauling goods while drinking beer today. I recall I've tried it before, but not sure how long ago. And all of my memories of experience dissolve. I'm reading that wrong. I don't. Am I tired or what? I'm reading that wrong. There's something about that that's just throwing me off. I got to be reading that wrong. The first thing you notice is you care much less for systems, distances, and speed, and surprisingly, it works fine even in the dark. You just get to your destinations faster, being more confident about your skills. Now, okay, different people fly and drink differently. Thus, I'm curious if people try drinking while playing SC and what were their results. I do it all the time. I I do it all the time. You know, you know. Guess we'll go ahead and throw a reply in there. You know, straight to the point, just like that. And the streamer was playing with his friends. They were all going to refund the game until I sent the streamer 2 million in game to buy Cutlass. He ended up spending hours flying the Cutlass and having fun with his friends, loving the game. I think they just needed a multi crew ship. Yeah, that makes sense for sure, for sure. But I don't think that's going to keep them in the game though. I mean, maybe it shows them what is possible in the game. But the fact that, or maybe they just end up buying shit with real money. But the fact that they weren't really feeling like the whole grind from just the starter ship kind of puts me in the mind that they probably are not with that grind type of life, you know. And this game is going to be grindy. You can see it already. It's going to be grinding. This is not going to be a game you can just log on and play for an hour or even two and really getting the thing done. You know. I mean, I guess you could. You can like kind of log on and run a couple of missions or whatever the case may be. You don't have to be a billionaire in game. You just be somebody who enjoys the game. You um, here and there. Have a couple of $1,000, be good to go. You're not trying to conquer the verse or anything like that. That's my best I've done for someone in game. Yeah, I know that's what you were talking about, Street. Yeah, I can't recall a specific thing I've done. I mean, yeah, anything that's nice. I mean, probably because I wouldn't consider it nice. I would consider it normal, if anything. So I don't I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened to them. I like to think they didn't refund. Want to have to grind so hard to get a new ship. Yeah, that's kind of why. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been purchasing any ships. That and I don't have money. But even if I did have money, I still wouldn't be purchasing ships. Um, because I kind of want to grind in game. I want to have a purpose in game. I don't want to. I don't want to just have all the ships there. And yeah, you could do things with them. Don't get me wrong. It's not like you beat the game once you have all the ships. Um, But I want there to be a reason for me to save up my credits and spend my money, in-game money. Um, that sense of I finally got this ship. Sort of like I haven't played EVE Online, but I've watched a couple of videos at this point. And just that feeling of working towards, I want to get this ship, working towards that. I think that adds value to the gameplay, a sense of accomplishment. I don't want everyone flying huge ships to. Oh, that's going to be the case. Every time a new ship comes out, watch the videos. I got to get this. And even the videos where they're like, is this ship worth it? And yet they are just waiting for to purchase it, so it goes into their hangar. Like that's pretty much what's happening, dude. Like people who are following Star Citizen and playing Star Citizen on the regular right now, they're for the most part purchasing ships. I think there are some people that have purchased a lot of ships already, and they're just like, nah, I'm done. And then there are people just like, nah, I got to get it. And then there's new people who haven't really got the purchasing yet, but now they're starting to like, okay, I want to purchase more. Um, I think I saw it somewhere. I can't remember which video it was, but it was something that they mentioned where this year is on pace to be a record-setting year when it comes to funding. So that's interesting. I'm pretty sure this is a ghostly appearance. EVE Online iconic battleship spotted in monthly report. I'm pretty sure this is a ghostly appearance of the Tempest Mimitar T1 battleship running in the background. Now that looks like I mean, I've never seen what battleship he's talking about. But that looks like what is it? I think it's is it a MISC? I think it's a MISC core. The little ship that the wing like rotates. Pretty sure that's a MISC core, if anything, but I don't know what that is. I don't recall seeing that. Cool. Why do most ships on the PTU feel slower? Title. Straight to the point. Okay. I think you put that in kind of like the wrong area. You probably should have put that in the Ask the Devs section. Uh, yeah. But straight, most of my ships, they like most of the ships I have, they're like career ships. Like I'll show you guys my hangar. Most of my ships are like career ships. Um, so it's not like even though it may be quote unquote a big ship, um, I don't think it matters because of the type of ships they are. And I'm sure some people's hangars are like that. Um, so yeah, I have the Drake Vulture, uh, the Aurora, or I'm sorry, that was a upgrade CCU. It's the Santokya, is what that was CCU U2. Reliant, that's it. Yep, that rotates. That's the one. So this was upgraded to a Santokya. I got this ship because I wanted like a competitor to the Vanguard because I was seeing so many Vanguards back in the day, and I'm like, I gotta have some ship that competes with this. This was originally listed as a heavy fighter, I think, and I think it recently changed to a middle, which sucks. But I actually made CCU from this ship to the Scorpion fighter because I think the Scorpion would be more of a competitor to the Vanguard series. Um, I just haven't decided yet, and I gotta look and see if I would have to pay more for that. I don't. I think it may be like $40, which I'm fine with that. I mean, it's $40. That's like Burger King, or McDonald's or whatever the case may be. So I'm fine with that. But if it's like I just say 40 and above, then I'm like, no, I'm not spending any more money like that. $40. Okay, that's a double Whopper meal, large size, whatever the case may be. Um, but anything more than that, I'm like, nope. But I definitely think I may CCU this to the Scorpius ship. But anyway, Misk Endeavor, if I don't have to spend any money for it on it. The Misk Endeavor, I picked this up 2 years ago. It was the last ship I purchased. It was the very last ship I purchased. I was like, I gotta have this ship. It's a scientific slash exploration ship, and that's kind of what I plan on doing again. One of the deals, which is I plan on doing a lot of stuff, dabbling in a lot of stuff just to create gameplay. But there are some things I'm going to focus on, and some other things I'm just going to do. Like, I don't feel like doing those today. I'm just going to do something else. So yeah, this was kind of to give me a variety to do science stuff in the game. So yeah, and then I got the Anvil Crucible. This was originally the LTI, which was going to be moved over to the Reclaimer. But instead of going for which I think I was like $50 or $40 away from CCing you in this to the Reclaimer. And I said, you know what, the Reclaimer is like the ship I want because it's like salvage is going to be one of my primary. You said mine are mostly exploration, medical, and I want ships that move well. I like stuff too. Yeah, you mentioned that before. I don't know what you have in your hangar so far, but I do know. Like, did you pick up an Apollo or anything like that? One of those medical ships? I know you said you had a Turpin or something like that, and I think that's one of those ships that could satisfy. Oh, you guys can't even see the freaking. Um, there, I think you guys should be able to see it now. I know you say you had the Turpin, and I think that's one of those ships that would satisfy the whole exploration aspect, but um, I do know it's a single player ship, so if you're like gonna go play with friends, I guess you can always hop in one of their ships, or if you got a bigger ship or something or something. I know you guys participate in giveaways, so maybe you got a bigger ship or something like that, like the Carracker or something like that. There's another ship too. That's the exploration ship. I think it's the Constellation series, right? If I'm not mistaken. Endeavor will be one of the last ships to be made because it's got so much gameplay involved. I'm sure it will be. Yeah, for sure. No conflicts of no conflicts there. I agree with you. I don't have a complete hanger. I got CCUs ready to apply and mostly know what I want. I don't know. What do you do with a bunch of CCUs though? Like you eventually have to use them up at some point. Like you got a bunch of CCUs. So CCUs is when you melt down your ship, so you get store credit. So you have a bunch of store credit. You're saying that's when you melt your ship, right? Or you upgrade. Yeah, yeah. You upgrade. So you have to upgrade to something. Thinking is going to transport my Terrapin on its Kraken. Oh, I got you. I mean, but you guys aren't always going to be on at the same time. But then again, I'll take that back. Henkin normally streams late, right? Or I guess it's not late for you, but I think for him it's considered late. I don't exactly. I think he was in the state somewhere. I can't remember exactly where. It's been a while since I talked to Henkin. If I recall correctly, he's in the state somewhere though. And then I have the whole B. I got the whole B because I found out that for the whole C, you can't. What is it? Either it can't land on a planet. I think that's it. It can't land on a planet. So in order to move cargo from planet side to the whole C, you have to use like a whole B or whole A or something like that, something smaller to transport cargo to that ship, which is going to be weird because what you're going to move cargo mid-air is I don't get it. But yeah, so I'll have to wait until more information about the mechanics that are coming to play because I might take those ships and melt them down and get something else or CCU or whatever the case may be. Since it's two different ones, I might melt them down for install credit and use that for something else. I don't know. Then we got the Banu Merchantman, which I can't wait till it comes out. There's being worked on. I can't wait till that comes out because I just want to fly it. It is the cargo ship. I don't think you can't really take advantage of the stores that it's going to use yet or anything like that. But it's still a cargo ship. So you could definitely use that aspect of it. I get CCUs to concept ships, and they go up in price. Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. Then I CCU between the new prices. Yeah, makes sense. I can get a BMM for 165 at the moment because the whole series have gone up in price. Yep, I see what you mean. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. The reason why I don't do that is because I got the ships I want. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be new ships that come out, but any new ship that come out, I want to earn it in game. I got the ships I want to start out with, and put it that way. Then I got the Pioneer, um, because when it comes to team, you need to be able to claim a state, construct an outpost. you know. So yeah, I was like, oh yeah, this was back in the day when I had money like that. Man, I miss those days. Then we got the Age of Saber. This is a ship I really love. I still love it to today. But this was for bounty hunting specifically, and I don't know if really the stealth mechanics are in game yet. I think they're like maybe like a basic tier or something like that is in game. Um, it's implemented already in game, but I can't wait till stuff really stands out. OC, as I mentioned before. Then we got our flagship, the Aegis Nautilus. And you may say, the Aegis Nautilus is not a flagship. Why are you calling it that? It's my flagship. Okay? It's my flagship. When it comes to all things fleet, it's my flagship. I won't necessarily be on the ship. Maybe I'll be on the ship with other people, on somebody else's ship, or whatever the case may be. But this is my hangar flagship. So yeah, I don't plan on doing anything. This is what I'm when the like this is for years. Whenever the game's officially released, this is what I'm gonna have going into the game. These ships right here, except for the Santokya probably, which I might, and the whole B and whole C, depending on how the whole cargo refactor and how cargo pans out, how the whole cargo gameplay pans out. Those ships, if it sticks to what they said, and the whole C can't land, you have to use a whole B, a whole A to transport the cargo. Then that's why I got this ship, whole B and whole C. Whole C is to transport cargo and move cargo around, which I really don't need because the bonding merchantman I think carries a shit ton of cargo, but OC carries more, I think. I'll have to check that out one day. Because then maybe I can take that whole C and the whole B and get a reclaimer. It's like, hey, I got everything I need. But yeah, I don't know how we got on my hanger. I can't remember the conversation that led up to that. But yeah. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. We wanted to do an hour long. I didn't want to go too extensively. We read some of the posts here. Reacted to some of them here. Just keeps going down from here. Let me just quickly check out some of these and see if there's some. Plan is Carrot, Terrapin, Arrow, B&M, Apollo Medevac, Ranger CV, maybe a Liberator. We'll see what it's like. Saber or Santuck, yeah, maybe a Scorpius. Uh, I I can see why you would have that hanger for sure. I definitely the Carrot I think is a little weird. I feel like for you, I mean it's an exploration ship. I know you want to do exploration, but I would just I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. If people running with you, then I guess it makes sense. Yeah, because it's still an exploration ship, and it's a multi-crew ship. So yeah. I just know how crazy you are about a Terrapin, and the Terrapin does the same thing as a Carrot. So, but if you're looking for multi-crew action, then the Carrot will probably be the best way to go. Unless they come out with something new like the Terrapin, they come out with a Terrapin, a middle-sized Terrapin. I don't even know what a Ranger CV is. Is that a ground vehicle? I don't even count ground vehicles because I haven't purchased any ground vehicles. If I get a ground vehicle, it's going to be in game for sure. All right. Um, I'm not seeing anything else that makes me say, let me check this out. Um, So I think that's going to be it for the episode here. Uh, okay, yeah, there's a lot going on there. I think that's going to be it for our episode here. Just wanted to go through a couple of Spectrum pills. I definitely think this will be a part of the regular QC lineup. And as always, guys, I'm trying to get back in regular rotation with doing the QC series every Saturday. I definitely think at the least I should be able to do QC every Saturday. It's just been hard because of what's going on with my house. I think once the repairs to my house is done, doing the QC episodes won't be a problem. The whole streaming regular thing still probably won't happen right now. I got other things I need to take care of. Streaming regularly won't happen. But the QC episodes every Saturday, I'm pretty sure I can swing. That's a way for me to keep up with the Star Citizen community, and just be out there within the community talking about different situations. Once looking at over these Spectrum posts, I think it's a good way to sort of get the lay of the land. What's going on, guys? What's going on out there in the verse? Because I do play Star Citizen here and there. But not as much as I used to, not as much as I probably would like. So, yeah. Terrapin doesn't have cargo. The plan is to use Terrapin as a spy on the enemy ship and then go in dangerous environment. To spy. You can use the Terrapin to spy, but it's not a data runner, though. It's more tanky than a Carrack and low sig because small. Yeah, I can see that. But it's not a data runner though. You can't. Is it? Is it? Is it? I know they have like multifunctional ships. Is it a exploration slash data runner ship? I didn't know that. If it was, I totally didn't know that. Let's take a look. Curious. Take a little look. See. Let's take a little look. See. Yeah. How do you get placed on? What is it? Terrapin. Let's go to options. Type it in. Can't remember what manufacturers or what. It takes a while to be like, what manufacturer made the ship again? Pathfinder. Presenting the Anvil Aerospace Terrapin, scanning exploration. Terrapin was developed near the end of the 28th century to serve as the first ship in the Empire's defensive restructuring of the Navy. The Terrapin's watchword is protection, with extensive shield systems and armor layers designed to provide the maximum possible defense for pilot and crew. Crew. There's no space for crew. Uh, while it lacks the maneuverability of a dedicated fighter, it does maintain an advanced hard-hitting array of weapons intended to keep the most fearsome Vandal Raider at bay. Computer's medium-sized computer. Yeah, I mean, it definitely has good computer systems for blades, however you want to refer to it. It definitely has good computer systems for its size. But I don't know if it's that number is just ridiculous. But just I guess that's a quick way because if you're gonna get multiple ships, probably you're gonna end up paying more than that. So it looks like a big number, but you just end up getting up there anyway. If you're dedicated to the game, you just somehow end up getting up there. It seems. Uh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. Strictly, Serpent is meant to have one of the best scanners in the game. Its scanner just doesn't work. Yeah, but that's like when it comes to like scanning the universe. Like when it comes to like data running is intercepting communications. So it's two different things. I don't think you can spy with a terrapin. I could be wrong. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. But that's my thought process on it. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. We didn't want to keep the episode going for too long there. I will be back when I'm back. Hopefully. Actually, I might even do another episode of QC on Saturday because I'm so behind, and I wanted to get multiple videos up of just reacting to different things. So, if I can think of a good idea for QC on Saturday, then I may come back and do another QC episode on Saturday, just to sort of help catch up a little bit. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Strictly, thanks for stopping by. Sub, thanks for the follow. And I will catch you guys in the next episode of QC. You guys have a good one. Peace.